Well, many San Francisco restaurant and bar owners say they feel blindsided after receiving warnings and notices of code violations because of their outdoor parklets.
Yeah, I've been hearing about this. The city made those parklets permanent earlier this year, but also imposed new rules that may force some restaurants to tear down the parklets altogether. So Crown 4's Taylor Bisacky, she joins us now live in the newsroom with more on this. Taylor, what's going on?
Vicki Grant, some restaurants say that the notices began coming in weeks ago from different departments, warning owners that if they didn't bring their parklet into compliance, well, they'd be slapped with hefty fines. However, one city leader says this actually isn't allowed, at least until June, he says. He says also that this disorganization from local government and the city needs to do better. After pouring thousands of dollars into building these outdoor parklets, some San Francisco restaurants and bars say they're now considering a teardown after the city imposed new rules and regulations. Many of them were made aware of these changes when they received warnings of code violations.
A lot of these violation notices were incredibly scary and heavy-handed sounding, listing out your list of how many fines you're going to have to pay on day one and day two if you're out of compliance, and demanding that things are done by December 31st. Like, go find a contractor in the month of December. It's like they don't exist.
Ben Blyman owns multiple bars in the city and is president of the San Francisco Bar Owner Alliance. He says he received a notice and personally knows nearly 30 other bar owners who have received these warnings. Blyman says there's been a large misunderstanding by many owners and a large miscommunication between city departments. A
lot of the structures that were built just don't pass basic city ordinances. The second thing that happened is they started to interpret the permanent legislation, and some different departments started making interpretations that we didn't expect. So one thing we just didn't see coming was to have to bring them in 3 feet from the parking hashtags.
Lori Thomas with the Golden Gate Restaurant Association adds that's only the beginning of these new rules that came out of a new 66-page document.
3 feet off the ends. First time I saw that was September 9th. In fact, I have emails to people going, what? No, that you're missing. Obviously, you built in a red zone. Or same thing, intersection. Nowhere did we know that you were going to have to move your parklets 20 feet away from an intersection.
San Francisco made the parklets permanent earlier this year, and according to legislation put together by the Board of Supervisors, business owners have up until June 30th to come up to code before they can be fined, despite what these warnings say.
A number of city departments who have not been coordinating, who have not actually even been adhering to the law that the Board of Supervisors unanimously passed, have been issuing notices of correction and notices of violation with threats of fines, which fines are not authorized or allowed until the middle of 2022.
Supervisor Aaron Peskin recently introduced legislation to delay this deadline until March of 2023, saying that the city needs to treat these small businesses better after what they've been through for the last nearly 2 years. Supervisor Peskin says the legislation will go to the full board early next month. He's confident that it will pass. A reason why the San Francisco Bar Owner Alliance is telling its members to hold off on making any decisions until the city comes together and there's a clear picture on what the rules are moving forward. For now, I'm live in the newsroom. I'm Taylor Bisacky reporting, Crown 4 News.